Hi guys.
Hi guys, I just got back from the gym. I know it looks rough here. Okay, you guys, this is just really quick. I just got off the phone mentoring a young girl, a young girl who's actually dealing with a narcissist. He is also so bad that he could even be borderline sociopath. Self-care means sometimes I can't take this relationship, friendship any further. Hi guys. Sometimes you have to practice this form of self-care. This particular narcissist has gotten to the point where he is literally rejecting certain particular children out of the five that he has, even literally on the verge of calling the police on his wife and putting her in a bevy of issues. I know because I've dealt with a narcissist personally. And when I realized that this was a serious issue, far bigger than myself, and that I had to abort, um, I was empowered to be able to give some kind of a therapeutic um, conclusion, if you will, as toward the finality of it. I think that's where you have to go with it. You need to get to the finality of the issue. Their issue is big. They are at a place where they really, literally, a lot of them go undetected. They go under the radar as elitists. A lot of people feel as though they are just elitists and nothing is really too wrong with them. They work really hard. They're overachievers. Okay, yes, but there is a level of healthy overachievement. When that achievement has to become either me or you, and okay, I'm taking everybody out as long as I get where I gotta go, that is unhealthy. And they will do sometimes almost anything to get to this place of self-actualization that is in their mind. In their mind, they're under the impression that they are supposed to reach this plateau in their life that they'll never reach, because they are some of the most, you to deal with them. I mean, just to have a conversation with them, some of the things they'll say, it just it's a turn off. I know some that they get fired. They can't, if somebody sniffs out that you're a narcissist on the job, you have some people on the job that are hired just to do that. And I'm talking at the high end companies such as Boehringer Ingelheim. I work in the nonprofit. I have a nonprofit, and we look for that in particular. If we sense that you're not in the team, if you're not, okay, yes, okay, we want a wolf pack. But in order for the wolf pack to either thrive or go further, it has to be a pack. Yes, a wolf can thrive, but it takes the pack to achieve and go further. So just a lone wolf, no, that's not what I'm going to look for in my staff. I'm looking for a wolf pack. I'm looking for team leaders. I'm looking for people that have organizational leaders, not people that are just determined to climb on anybody's back and like crabs in a barrel to just try to. And then what are they trying? They have delusions of grandeur. They fantasize about making money and being bosses, but you could never be a leader because you were never and able to learn how to be a follower. In order to be a leader, you have to first know how to be a follower. You have to be able to be led. You have to be pliable. A lot of these people don't believe in God because they have a hard time submitting themselves to anybody under themselves. They feel as though they are that hierarchy. They are that God. They are God. And a lot of them don't have God, and because they don't have they don't have a heart. And if you really look into the narcissist very well, you'll find that a lot of the narcissists actually don't even love themselves. And if they love themselves, they take very much better care of their personal relationships. I mean, you cannot just think that you are so above that you're throwing everyone else underneath you. And you realize that they're doing this. They're trying to build their securities on your insecurities. And I'm running into more and more people that are literally in relationships with narcissists. Not only are they in relationships, their mother, their father's family members, people are realizing that they have been victimized by a narcissist for Lord knows how many years. And if that person is you, let's move on to self-care. The self-care that I am opting for in this time, if tolerable, possible, live with them. If not, you're going to leave a shell of a person. Now, let me tell you about this person and where she is now at. This narcissist has moved on. He's got another woman while he's married to her, living in the house that they built together with all these children, only married less than 4 or 5 years. This narcissist has left her in a shelter with nothing. Everything that she bought and did, he fed off of her. He fed off of her. I mean, anything he could get from her, he took. I mean, he took everything, and now she's just like a shell of a person. And asking, how do I get over this? How do I get over it? I think the most key thing is that a narcissist will come across as someone who is totally into you. They'll come across as someone who they're concerned about you. Oh, it's all about you. When secretly it's all about them. It's about them getting control over you to the point where they can actually give you a DSM. So if this narcissist is able to say, oh, you're bipolar, oh, you're schizophrenic. If this sick person, if this sick, heartless person gets you to agree that you have any kind of a DSM at all, when you don't, but they do, if he could get you to admit that, he'll have the police, social services, any and everybody involved, because he or she needs to be the victim. They need to be the victim at all costs. They need to be the victim. Oh, I'm so victimized. She's doing this. She's doing that. And they'll go on and tell all these stories about these horrible encounters they're experiencing with you and how you're tearing them down. And, oh, it's because of you they're not able to achieve. And it's all you. It's all you, when actually it's them. So you guys go ahead and get to work, because I'm sure these are a team of leaders. I'm going to come back with a little bit more as I am experiencing the different things in combination with my experience as a narcissist. I married one for a New York minute. Okay, and had an annulment. It's legally considered an annulment. I had to get an annulment. I did not know that this man had a mental disorder, and he was just lying and just a mess. And I tell you, by the only grace of God, the only issue I didn't have was him dealing with any other women, because nobody else wanted anybody like that. All right, you guys, I love you. And if you're going through this, I'm praying for you. I'm Sister K, chastitychild.com. Tune in. If you send up any hearts, because I block all comments, because I deal with just leaders. I am a teacher for leaders, organizational leadership, so I don't really like a lot of the extra stuff. But if you do send hearts, I'll friend you back. So when I continue this series, you can continue to watch. There are also a couple of other narcissist videos that I've done. I think I've gotten to narcissism number 3, so you can check. But I just wanted to divert, because as I got back from the gym, I began mentoring, and I became just overwhelmed with frustration toward these elitists. And we're going to pull them down. They're called DSMers. Okay, they're DSMers. Okay, DSMer number 5. Okay, and you and your homegirls or your homeboys can have that little snicker when you run into it. Okay, talk to you later.